Today, we are going to install HiJackers air adjustable shocks on a 2010 Toyota Tundra. On screen is a list of tools required to do the job. These steps will also apply for similar pickup trucks. Lower the vehicle so that you can easily reach the old shocks. Step 1. Remove the old shock. Start with the lower mount first, then move to the upper stud mount. Please note that it may not be necessary to remove the wheel for the vehicle you are working on. You may need to spray the nut and stud with penetrating oil, and use a wire brush to remove rust and other debris from the old shock. For the upper stud mount, you should use a vice grip to clamp onto the unthreaded portion of the stud so that the nut can be loosened. Make sure to remove the old washers and bushings. Step 2. Prepare the new HiJackers shock. Included in the accessory kit, you will receive a metal sleeve. This sleeve does not go onto the stud mount. Rather, it is an adapter for the lower I-ring. This turns the 14mm hole into a 12mm hole for vehicles that require it, such as this 2010 Toyota Tundra. For the top stud mount, pay close attention to the size of the holes on the included retainers. One has a large hole and the other a small hole. The one with the large hole goes all the way down, but the one with the small hole can only go down so far. If you try to install the shock like this, you will not have enough room to install the hardware on the top of the stud. Please verify that you put the retainer with the larger hole on first. This allows it to slide all the way down the stud and into the correct position. Face the piloted end of the bushing facing towards the top of the stud. Once the shock is in place, the bushing on the top of the stud will have its piloted end facing downward. Step 3. Install the new shock. Start with the upper mount first, then the lower mount. Install the bushing with the piloted end facing down, then the washer, then the nut. Tighten the nut with a wrench. Use a small, controlled burst of compressed air to extend the shock so that the lower mounting holes align. Place the bolt through the lower mounting hole, then tighten it and torque it to vehicle manufacturer specifications. Step 4. Prepare the air lines. Install the plastic nut, ferrule, and O-rings prior to installing the line. We recommend 1/8 of an inch of air line sticking out past the last O-ring. Install the air line onto the shock. Then route the air lines towards the back of the truck or similar locations where you're going to install the T-valve. Connect the other end of the airline that you routed into the T-valve. Since shock should always be replaced in pairs, the airline from the other shock will also go into this T-valve. Choose the best location to install the valve. You will need to drill a 1/4-inch hole. Refer to this diagram on how to properly install the T-valve to the vehicle. Next, replace the wheel if you removed it. If you have not done so, install the other shock now and hook the airline up to the T-valve. Fill the air system through the newly installed valve and use soapy water to check for any air leaks along the system. Thanks for joining us today. If you have technical questions, please call us toll-free at 800-999-3903.